Hello, Covington County, and welcome to another edition of What's Up, Covington County, where a fat old man tries to find out about the information in the community from the locals. And today we're fortunate to have two people from the Andalusia Police Department to come in here and talk with us about two events they've got upcoming in the first part of October. Folks, take your time and listen to every word they have to say, because they're law officers and what they say is important. Believe me. I've got Alan Scofield over here. He's a public information officer for the Andalusia Police Department. And I've got Paul Hudson over here. He doesn't have a big star, but he's the chief of Andalusia Police Department. And they're here to talk with us about two things. One of them will be the National Night Out, which is going to be right over here behind the station on October 2nd. And then the 5-0 Festival, which is going to be down at the Andalusia Soccer / Sports Complex / Kiwanis Complex on the 5th. Right. And these are both events. I believe they're both free. And they're going to have a lot of fun.
Not necessarily free. I mean, they're free
Come
to
watch.
Free to come watch. Yeah, that's what I mean. But anyway, want you to, I'm going to kind of turn it over to them. Alan, if you'll want to start, I'll let y'all both talk about the National Night Out, how long it's been going on. I know I've been to a couple of them. It's a great thing y'all do here.
Fourth. National Night Out. It's a way for the citizens to come out and meet the police officers and get to know some of the officers, ask questions, and what have you, things like that. And we'll have some other agencies out with us. We'll have the EMS, we'll have some state agencies out. The Emergency Management Agency will be out, and there'll be probably several others as well that will be there to, they'll have goodie bags to give out and information, like I say, for instance, in the EMA, they'll have storm information, how to prepare, things like that. But it's a good time. We always have a good time with it. Starts at 6 o'clock. It'll run till about 9. Right. And it's open, free to the public. Anybody can come out. We'll have games. We've got a talent show this year.
I remember a talent show a couple of years ago when the
well, we have a karaoke contest the last few years, and then we're changing that up a little bit, and we're going to do it more or less as a talent show.
Real talent.
We hope.
Not like the fire department.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Right.
Russell and those guys. Let me tell you, folks, that's the safest place you'll be that night too.
Most likely.
And it's a good time. You'll have bouncy houses there, I think.
Yeah, we'll have some inflatables. Spacewalk of Andalusia is going to bring
their blow-up toys out, so we'll be able to let the kids have the bounce house and the, what else did they have? They
had an obstacle course, and then last year they had what they call a replay, where you can throw the football or baseball or kick soccer balls into it. I think that's all they brought. We'll have their drunk buggy out again this year, where they can drive a little cart and put on the
We'll have to get you on that, John.
You'll
enjoy it.
It's bad enough without.
Well, no, you put the goggles on.
Oh, I know.
And there's different levels. It distorts your vision.
That was a time I didn't
You get to drive the little pedal buggy through the obstacle course to see if you can keep running over the cones.
Oh, yeah, well,
You'll enjoy that.
I hope you've got a real good helmet and some padding if I do it.
You're sitting low to the ground. You won't get hurt.
That's great. Folks, it's a lot of fun. As you said, there is an awful lot of going on there, though. I think you're going to have refreshments there.
Yeah, we'll have concessions available.
Yeah, now they won't be free.
No.
You'll have to pay for your hot dog. But they'll have some other things that are free, handouts, that kind of thing. And I just really think it's a very positive thing, Paul, that y'all are doing, trying to involve the community with your efforts and what y'all are doing out there.
We want the community to know that they can come talk to us at the police department anytime. This is a way for us to make ourselves available to them, and outside the police department environment.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about this before we got on the air. This is one reason I believe it's so important, because too many times people think of you folks as the thin red line, thin blue line, and y'all are. You've got a lot of territory to cover and just a few people to cover it. So you constantly go from hot spot to hot spot or fire to fire, whatever you want to call it. That maybe those are too severe words, but what folks don't realize is that the value that good policing brings to a community. If you've got good policing and you've got low crime rates, industries like to come to towns like that. When you've got people that want to be a criminal element and do stupid things, that makes a statistic somewhere that reflects poorly on a community. And it's been my observation that, you know, in reading some of the, not being critical of the police, I'm certainly not going to be, but they've had situations where they've had to really do an awful lot of hard investigations because people that are involved with it won't be forthcoming with information. And I hope that this National Night Out and events like that will kind of help people feel more comfortable about coming forward and communicating with you. I mean, folks, maybe I'm a poor example, but these guys are not hard to talk to. They want to communicate with you.
Sure.
Right, and what they need to understand is the job is hard enough to investigate the crimes, but without their cooperation, it makes it even harder.
Yeah.
So we need the cooperation of everybody that, be it the victim or be a witness or somebody who has any information. We need that to help us go forth with an investigation.
And you know, you do an awful lot with an awful little, and I'll say right now, thanks for what y'all do for our community. I think we live in a wonderful place, and one of the reasons that we're in a wonderful place is because we've got good law enforcement. Takes care of us, and then, by the way, even if you don't want to tell them what's going on, they're taking care of you too. The National Night Out, though, will be from 6 until 9, right over here behind the station and to the side of the police department building.
Op Avenue and right there in front of the fire department.
Fire department,
Church.
yeah. Now, the fire department will also have some things there, won't they?
Yeah, they'll be there.
Well, we usually set up over on one of their truck bays, ramps to do our karaoke, or we'll set the talent show up over there, I'm sure.
Right. I think last year you had a couple of young people that did a good job with the singing over there.
Yeah,
we did.
Pretty, I mean, very talented. It's a fun, but it's a fun thing, folks, and it's a fun event. And these are nice people. If they weren't, they couldn't do what they're doing. Anyway, that's the National Night Out. We'll be broadcasting this, and we'll also have the information on the National Night Out on October 2nd on our Facebook page and on our YouTube communications as well. If y'all want to talk, what else would you like to say about the National
well, we got
Night?
something else coming up. This it's called the Festival of the 5 O's.
5 O's.
It's think of it more or less as part of it is a warrior challenge, and then we'll do a flag football, and then we'll have booth space for vendors, concessions, and it'll start, I believe, at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
And that'll be Saturday, October 27th.
That's 8 o'clock in the morning.
8 o'clock in the morning.
That's October 27th.
27th at the Dwight Michael Sports Complex, next to the Kiwanis Fairgrounds on the South Bypass.
That'll be right, a week or so after the fair.
That's right.
Right, yeah, be the next week.
And that starts at 8 o'clock in the morning?
8 o'clock in the morning, and we'll run till we're complete.
What all are y'all going to do at that one?
The Warrior Challenge is an obstacle course.
We're going to have some inflatables
inflatable
out
stuff,
there with an inflatable obstacle course, a rock climb wall. We're going to have a dunk booth out there. We'll have, we may even set up to use our sim guns and let them shoot at targets, and it's all going to be based on time. They're a 5-man team to run the course, and the team with the fastest time wins, and we've determined that the winning team will get a $500 cash prize.
Wow.
So the
That's
business,
a big deal.
the businesses around town and outside of town and Op and the surrounding areas have been very helpful in helping us sponsor this event, and we'd like to say thank you to them for their efforts to help us make this happen. and then the football, the flag football, it'll be a 10-man team. Get out, there'll be a little competition, and whoever wins that will be a $500 cash prize for the winning team.
Now that's going to be the 10-man team. Do they have to be law enforcement officers?
No, no.
It's open to the public.
Open to the public.
18 and older. We will take 16 and 17 with the parents' written permission.
Permission. Okay. Wow, could be a fun thing. Yeah. Now, if somebody wanted to register for a team, is there a place they could contact to register early? Or?
They can go to registration@andalusiapolice.com.
Registration@andalusiapolice.com.
They can send us an email to that address, registration@andalusiapolice.com, and we'll get you a registration form back to you, and that they can fill out.
And the registration fee for the Warrior Challenge and for the flag football is $150 a team.
What if somebody shows up with Nico Johnson?
We'll let them play.
Yeah.
It's not, as long as he's not trying to tackle anybody.
I got you. And now, if they wanted to buy or rent a booth or something like that, who would they contact?
Same thing.
Same address, yeah. That one address handles all of it.
Okay.
We keep a check on it a couple of different times a day throughout, we check it throughout the day to see if there's anything there.
Well,
If they want to ask a question, they can call us, 334-222-1155.
yeah,
Just call the police department.
Police
They
department
can ask for me, and I'll get them the information they need.
Folks, don't call 911. I'm guaranteeing you somebody's going to do it, Alan.
Probably.
Don't call 911. Call 222-1155. Ask for Alan. I promise you, he'll give you. He's been known to give pretty dependable information most of the time, and he'll probably give you the straight shot on that right now. That's a 5-0 Festival of the 5 O's, and it's going to be at the Dwight Michael Sports Complex down south of town on October 27th. That sounds like that's really going to be a lot of fun.
I believe that will be a lot of fun.
Nobody does anything like that around here, so we thought it was a good opportunity to raise a little money to put in our equipment and education fund, and we're going to split some of the money with the Covington County Incident Response Team to help them buy equipment for what they do.
Well, what they do is there anything that they do that's cheap?
Not really.
I think so. That's pretty specialized work that they do. Folks, if you want to help out your community, if you want to enjoy your community, go to the National Night Out on October 2nd, right over here. If you come to the station, somebody will probably be here. We can guide you over there. Bring the children. Let them get to know the law enforcement community here in Covington County. And it's not just the Andalusia Police Department that's going to be there. There'll be Sheriff's Department, probably the state troopers, and the fire department.
Drug task force will be there.
Yeah. And, come to that. And then on October 27th, south of town at the Dwight Michael Complex, I want to try to make a big deal out of this because this looks like this is going to be more fun than you can have with your clothes on. It's just a great thing. Anything else y'all need to want to say?
I think that covered it all.
That's got it.
Alan.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming in.
Yes,
Thank you most of all for what all you do.
We appreciate it.
Paul, I appreciate it. Thank not just to you, but all those officers. If you guys can relay to them how much we appreciate what they do for them. It seems like almost every night they've got a sticker on our door where they're checking on us. I appreciate that. We all do. I hope Andalusia does. Folks, this is the end of this section of What's Up, Andalusia? Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see y'all later.